figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Pete Werner. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football. Remember, Charles, this is the #1 defense in the NFL, and they proved their mettle here, forcing the turnover on the opening possession.
And sometimes when you play a team that has that reputation, it's earned it by their play. The psychology is, okay, they're #1. They have to prove it to us, and they tried to attack. They found out that that ranking was real.
And if history is any indication, when this defense gets off to a good start, look out.
Yeah, their offense plays off of them awfully well, too.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. The Saints at 3-4 on the year coming into play. And Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. The Raider defense strong on that one in coverage, and now it's 4th.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
So on 4th down, on comes Saints kicker Will Lutz. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. Oh, they pitch to the tight end. It's a fake. They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs. It would have been a long field goal. The fake doesn't work out. And the Raider D, they get the football back. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. Remember last time out they threw the interception on their first drive. Good news, their defense backed them up, so it's still 0-0 here as they begin their second possession.
Yeah, and one great way to judge a defense, how do they handle what we call sudden change? When all of a sudden, you know, it goes against their offense and they have to run out in the field and try and put out the fire. Give this one great kudos for getting out there and not letting that interception lead to points. Excellent job by them defensively.
Carr again here on 2nd and 10. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And he goes out right around the 39. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that'll bring up 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now to punt this one away. Deontay Hardy deep for New Orleans. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 15. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. Yeah, they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week, and you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Less than a minute to go here in a scoreless first quarter to this point. 2nd down, and it's Kamara again. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
They run it again with Kamara. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Second and 8. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
Runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
That one a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down. And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. It'll be just an 18-yard punt. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. With some more great football coming your way in prime time to wrap up the month of October. It starts tonight. Could it be a Super Bowl preview? The Packers and Bills from Buffalo at 8:20 Eastern. And then tomorrow, Halloween night, Monday Night Football, the Bengals and Browns from Cleveland. And how this game has changed in importance in recent years. That starts at 8:15 Eastern. First carry for the former Pro Bowler, Josh Jacobs. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. From the gun, it's Carr. Renfro bringing it in over the middle. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Carr completes it, and that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
8 yards on the stop. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 45-yard line.
Carr to throw again. Same target. It's Jacobs again. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Carr now on first down. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Carr going to get this to Jacobs. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can see.
Now Carr again. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jacobs. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that's going to bring up second down. Here's Carr to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Marcus May with a pick. And the Saints are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line.
Partner, there's no other way you could describe it because that was absolutely just gut-wrenching for that offense. They were right on the precipice. Points were available. All they had to do was just fall forward, and they were going to put them up on the board. Instead, a long drive ends in heartbreak and a melancholy trip back to the drawing board. How you like it when I go a little bit lyrical for you?
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. That'll go for a gain of 13, helping big time to get away from that end zone. First down.
I guess it's good we can't really read the mind of the defensive coordinator now, huh?
Had him pinned back there deep, give up that run. Can't be happy.
Yeah, whatever's in his mind right now, we probably couldn't say over the air.
Off to Thomas on the left side. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 10 yards, good for his Saints, first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So plenty of action on the field, but no action right now on the scoreboard, at least as of yet. 0-0 is our score. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, good work in that first half. More from you guys in a minute, but first let's get to some scores right here on the day before Halloween. We'll get started over at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. And they have just about gone to halftime with the Panthers out on top. Baker Mayfield with a couple of touchdown passes. From there, let's head to AT&T Stadium as we check out the Cowboys at home in Dallas. And they've got the lead over the visiting Chicago Bears. Ezekiel Elliott has run for a touchdown there. Lastly, we head to the Gulf Coast and check on the Bucs at home in Tampa. And they were victorious in that one over the visiting Baltimore Ravens. Chris Godwin, a touchdown catch in the victory. Meanwhile, in our game, to call it a defensive battle would be an understatement. 0-0 is our score. We'll be looking for something in that second half as we send it back to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. After a rare scoreless first half, these teams now just looking for something as the second half gets underway. And from the end zone, Deontay Hardy will bring it out. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. And Charles, a scoreless first half. How does that change how you assess things here moving forward?
Well, it doesn't change it a whole lot because, remember, it's still scoreless, which means you're starting from 0 again, so you just have one half to play instead of 2. What I would look at my play sheet, though, and see is something that maybe loosens things up for my guys, gets a smile on their faces, and gets them going to begin the second half.
Yeah, this will wind up a Saints first down as he'll take this up to about the 33-yard line.
Now in the 6th season, Kamara just continues to be one of the best dual-purpose backs in football. He's never missed a Pro Bowl, and he has the most total yards in the NFL since entering the league in 2017. He actually played in his fewest games in a season last year and still had over 1,300 yards.
The tackle made there by Linval Joseph. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Kamara. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice, dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. A man who's been busy this afternoon. It's Kamara again. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Here comes the Saints punter now. They'll boot it away from about his 35. And now the up man has it. It's a fake. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And this defense will take over right at midfield.
4th and short in this part of the field. You just notice special teams coordinators rallying the team saying, watch the fake for Brandon. Don't they usually say that on every punting situation?
Oh, yeah, they can be up 40 in the 4th quarter. That's their job. They scream that every time.
And this time, though, his team locked in, and they were well aware that it truly was a situation that they could fake it. And they were ready for it and stopped it.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Carr now to throw. He'll get this underneath to Jacobs. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Now Carr. Able to find Walter. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Carr finding Walter there for the Vegas first. 3rd and 4, he did just enough. I mean, just enough to move the chains.
And that's all you're looking for, right? Just want to keep the drive moving. You don't need the big play there. Just get to that marker that you described, and he was able to do just that.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. Again, it's Carr. And that is incomplete. Hunter Renfrow is the man he was looking for. 3rd down here.
Right now, the story of this game continuing to be the defenses, because the offenses, they're finding it difficult to establish any rhythm whatsoever.
I like how you come to us in praise of defense, Brandon, because that's exactly right. That was an incompletion force there, but we've seen it throughout this game. Both of these defense coordinators, they're a step ahead of their offensive counterparts. We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Carr. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
On play action, now Carr. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. Again, they'll throw with Carr. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now Carr. Caught on the slant. Touchdown. Davante Adams with career touchdown number 75. And the Raiders have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th.
Well, I think we both got to thinking the team that scores the first TD may be the one to win this football game. And here we go. Our first touchdown, and it comes in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, and it's a testament that both of these defenses were able to hold the line this long. But now, on the other side of the field, they've got to be thinking if they got it done, we should be able to punch one in ourselves.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. A 10-play drive that time.
And Davante Adams able to finish things with a touchdown reception.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Fields it right around the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The New Orleans offense set to take over.
And we've seen drive after drive come up empty for them, and they've yet to dent the scoreboard, yet still right in the middle of a one-score game.
So this is where you absolutely have to forget everything that's happened in your previous drives. They don't matter right now. You just mentioned it. One-score game. This drive here can erase all of what happened previously.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Here's Kamara off the draw. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
On third down, here's Kamara. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
95 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
But sometimes, Brandon, there's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big third down conversion. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he's got room.
And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47.
12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
Here's a Zigbo.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. I guess they're in a situation now, fourth quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now fourth down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers.
And look at this, another fake. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool them. And the Raider D, they get the football back.
So a definite surprise there. They try the fake punt, but this time it's going to blow up in their face, CD.
Yeah, it certainly has. And look, I understand what they're trying to do. They're trailing right now, probably trying to generate some momentum. But that felt like one of those go-for-broke type of a plays in a situation where I don't know that they needed to do that. They still have opportunities, and in this case, they took a chance, and it backfired.
On first down, Carr. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long. Shotgun now for Carr. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And he gets it just shy of midfield, but that's not enough. He's short of the marker. It'll be a gain of 5. And that's going to bring up a fourth down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
Yeah, he was looking for the checkout bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. So all eyes on the Saints offense. Down 7-0, and time, a huge factor. Plenty of time here. They've got 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning as they've got it first and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A good pickup there at 22. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Kamara up the middle. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll look to throw. He'll find his tight end. It's Adam Troutman. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 33. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. And a little floater there is incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And his ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime. And what a throw that was, Charles. You think about the situation, close game, 4th quarter, rookie quarterback. He doesn't seem phased one bit.
So much for bright lights, big city, and will he wilt? Not at all. The stage not too big, the moment not too big at all. They needed points on that series, and not only did he produce a touchdown drive, but how about finishing it off with a big play that only adds to the momentum that they've already established.
Will Lutz on for the point after. And they fake it. They pitch to the tight end. And he will not get into the end zone. The defense makes the stop of the game on the 2-point try, and they might just get out of here with a win after all. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And he'll conserve whatever time he can as they'll opt to bring it out to the 25-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, obviously, Charles, this was by no means an offensive track meet. I mean, the defenses were the story in this ball game, but hey, they got enough points to get the job done, and at the end of the day, that's all that matters.
You're absolutely right about that, partner. In such a low-scoring game, it completely changes everything you had planned to do out there. Fortunately for them, they got just enough scoring to bring home the win, and in this type of a game, to play their defense, that became one of their biggest keys.
So for Las Vegas, they fall